Scott, W2BLT, and welcome to the Morning Brew for Tuesday, the 4th of November. This is net number 1085, and I'll be your host for the first hour with Vicki on the log, and we'll turn it over to Al up in Britain, Michigan with Vicki on the log, and they'll take you out the second hour. Let's see here. The question of the day, everyone. How many reclining seats do you have in your living room? That's an easy question. How many reclining seats do you have in your living room? Let me acknowledge just some of the check-ins here. Then we'll take our mobiles and we'll put some more text check-ins in and call out. We had, up at the top, N0RXG, Ronald in Baytown, Texas, KA8BYU, Roy, K8UFM, Randall, KM7CGI, Larry, KC2NJV, Wayne, N3DQD, Ray, KM4WZD, Joe, VA3GLJ, Greg, KJ4ZFM, Robert, W9QJQ, Keith, KD2YUY, Charles in Syracuse, KE2EIO, Michael, and KD9YUZ. Want to remind everybody, tonight, 8 o'clock, right here on the East Coast Reflector, we have the TechNet. Stop by with any technical questions you have, or maybe you can answer a question. That's at 8 o'clock, right here on the Reflector. With that, let me take the mobile stations. Mobile stations only, and please, only if you're mobile, come with your call sign twice and slowly.
KO4 WDF
Uniform Golf Quebec
4
Kilo Delta 2 Uniform Golf Quebec Mike Shirley
Mobile just pulled into work.
Whiskey 4 Hotel Golf
Hotel Romeo Whiskey 5 Golf Hotel Romeo Mobile
KR4 EXV KR4 EXV. Good morning.
8 Sierra Tango Juliet Whiskey 8 Sierra Tango Juliet Mobile. Good morning.
Kilo Juliet Golf Uniform Yankee Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Uniform Yankee Mobile KJ5 MLZ KJ5 MLZ KJ5 ICG Kilo Juliet 5 India Charlie Golf Whiskey Echo 2 Alpha WE2A W8 NJT with already. So there for a moment, let me recognize who we got here and see if we missed anybody. We had, right at the top, I had, sounded like KJ4JN. Is that a good call sign? If not, could you please correct it for me? That is Kilo Zulu for Juliet November. Alrighty, we got you, Anders, and your audio is very low. We had KD3UGQ. Is that a good call sign?
That was KD2 Uniform Golf Quebec. That's KD2 UGQ.
Alrighty, Mike. We got it. We got W5GHR Brian, KR4 EXV John, W8STJ Steve, W4HKL Steve, KJ5GUY Guy, KJ5MLZ Ezra, KJ5ICG Gordon, WE2A Pat, and W8NJT. Was there any mobiles in there that we missed? Please come with your call sign twice.
KO4 WDF Kilo Oscar 4 Whiskey Delta Foxtrot lead just pulled into work.
let's hold it up there. That last station there, first time checking in. Could you come back with your call sign twice and slowly, please?
Go India Victor, KQ4 RIV. The name is Sam. I'm talking to you from Winchester, Virginia through a 6-meter repeater.
Alrighty, we got you, Sam. We'll be back to you shortly. We had a KQ4, sounded like YQA. Was that a good call sign?
That was KQ4 YVA, Kilo Quebec 4, Yankee Victor Alpha. In and out.
Alrighty, we got you there, Norman, and KO4WDF, Lee and Waycross, Georgia we got. Let's run these. KD2 UGQ, Mike up in down in Shirley, New York. Good morning, Mike. Question of the day. How many reclining seats do you have in your living room?
Everybody on the Brew? 1. That's it. Simple answer. Okay, this is KD2 UGQ, back to net control.
Thanks, Mike, and you have a good day. Thanks for joining us. W5HR, Brian out in Katy, Texas. Good morning.
Good morning, Brew Crew. While I have some very comfortable seats in my house, I have 0 reclining seats anywhere in my house, so 0 in the living room also. This is W5GHR, back to you, net control.
All right, thanks, Brian. Have a great day. KR4EXV, John in High Springs, Florida. Good morning. KR4EXV, John, are you still with us? Moving right along, let's go to Steve, W8STJ in Rochester Hills, Michigan. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, everybody here on the Morning Brew. And answer for me is 2 reclining seats. Hope everybody has a great, safe, and blessed day ahead. This is W8STJ.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate you joining us this morning. Steve, W4HKL down in Cumberland Gap, Tennessee. Good morning. W4HKL, are you still with me, Steve? He might have been in and out. I know he's on the way to work. KJ5GUY, Guy in Harvey, Louisiana. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone in the Brew Crew. Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Uniform Yankee down here in the Metro New Orleans area, mobile. Going eastbound, coming up to a beautiful sunrise right now. Just getting a little ginger pink on the horizon here. Absolutely gorgeous. And to answer the question today, 2. We have 2 recliners. Very comfortable lazy boys. Back to you, net control. Thank you for taking my call. KJ5 Golf Uniform Yankee. Lazy little call. Really.
KJ5 MLZ Ezra down in Louisiana. Good morning.
KJ5 MLZ. Good morning, Scott, Vicky, everybody on frequency. Oh man, current temperature in New Orleans, 50 degrees. The answer to the question, only 1. I have 1 recliner.
Everyone have a great day. KJ5, MLZ, clear.
CDMR.
Alrighty, thanks, Ezra. Appreciate you joining us. Next up, KJ5 ICG, Gordon in Richmond, Texas. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Simple answer today for me is 0. KJ5 ICG.
So it is. Have a good day. WE2A, Pat in Shomon, New York. Good morning.
Well, good morning to the. Well, I'm not in Shamoa this morning. I'm Santee, South Carolina, headed south. Going to go participate in a parachute drop out of a World War II plane that dropped jumpers on D-Day on Saturday. But the answer is 0. A lot of comfortable chairs, but everybody have a great day. W2A.
All right, thanks, Pat, and I can guarantee it's a little warmer where you are now than where you live. Have a good day. W8NJT, Nick in Toledo, Ohio. Good morning.
Morning, everybody. Yeah, for me, it's a 0. We got those modular sofas that we just kind of make different mirrors and line stuff up with the way we want it. And that seems to work for the wife, but I wouldn't mind having another recliner. W8NJT, back in the control.
Alrighty, Nick. You have yourself a good day. Thanks for joining us. KO4WDF, Lee down in Waycross, Georgia. Good morning. How many reclining seats do you have in your living room?
Good morning. I have 5. I have 2 on the love seat, 2 on the big couch, and 1 in a lazy boy. So was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 total. Alright, I'm stepping out at work. KO4WDF, back next trouble.
Great, thank you, Lee. Yeah, and I worded the question the way I did because a lot of people have those, like sectionals or whatever that have the 2 recliners in them. Appreciate you joining us. This is W2BL KQ4YVA. Norman down in, he was in and out. Thanks for joining us. Let's go to KQ4RIV. Sam, Winchester, Virginia. Looks like you're new to the system. Good morning.
RIV here. Sorry about that. Looks like the repeater needed to call. Yeah, not a single one at control. I need to do something about that. I'm talking to you guys on 6 meters from an FT710. Getting it all set up today. And I literally came across this frequency right when your net was going on. So that's pretty cool. I'll be back. KQ4RIV, 730 all listening.
Lock that frequency in, and if you want to, go to eastcoastreflector.com. That's eastcoastreflector.com. The website will tell you all about us, how to connect different ways, and everything that's going on. And don't be a stranger. Let's go to N0XRG, Ronald in Baytown, Texas. Good morning. Alrighty, how about KA8BYU? Our friend Roy in Blaisdell, New York. Good morning.
Everybody, KA8BYU. Yeah, I have 1 recliner chair. Just 1. And it also doubles as a cat perch. Back to you.
Alrighty, Roy. Thanks for joining us and have a good day. UFM Randall, Brownstown Township, Michigan. Good morning. Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicki, and good morning to everyone on frequency. That would be a, that would be 2. two there, Scott. Had to count there for a second. But with that said, this is KUFM, back to net control, and everyone have an outstanding day. Thank you for joining us, Randall, and you have a good day as well. KM7 CGI, Larry out in Maricopa, Arizona. Good morning, Larry.
I only have one recliner. Back to the net.
Thanks, Larry. And I was just thinking, it's amazing how you can go to bed, you can toss and turn for hours before you go to bed. But sit down in that recliner, put your feet up, and you don't even see the next commercial on television. Have a good day. KC2NJV, Wayne in Belmore, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, crew. In my living room, I have 0 recliners. In my winter room, I have 1, and it's just your definition of living room. Have yourself a wonderful day.
Thank you, Wayne. Appreciate you joining us. Let's go to Ray in Beaver, Pennsylvania, N3DQD. Good morning, Ray.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, Al, everyone else in there this morning on 3DQD here. We have 3 reclining seats in our living room. The couch has 2, and then we have a reclining chair. Back to net. This is N3DQD.
Alrighty, Ray. Thank you. Yeah, I have 3 recliners as well, but I don't have any sofa. So all I have is recliners in the living room. KM4WZD, Joe down in Claremont, Florida. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning to the crew. 1 recliner in the living room, just 1. It's all I've ever needed. But take care, 7-3. It's KM4WZD. Back to net.
Alrighty, Joe. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. VA3, GLJ, Greg up in Cartier, Ontario, Canada. Good morning, Greg.
Well, good morning, Scott. Good morning to the Brew crew. 34 degrees Fahrenheit, or 1 degree Celsius out. Answer to your question, technically right now we have 2, but by the weekend we'll be down to 0. We're moving the daughter out of our QTH, and she's going to get the recliners because I'm just not a big fan. Everybody have a great Tuesday, I think, and 73, VA3, GLJ.
Oh, good for the daughter. Thanks for joining. Hopefully it'll warm up a little bit today for you. KJ4, ZFM, Robert in Deltona, Florida. Good morning.
Oh, good morning to the crew. Good morning, everyone out there. Good morning, KK4MOW, if you're listening also. I actually don't have a recliner. The actual would probably like to have one of those right now, too. Don't feel like a bad idea. Everyone have a blessed day. Thank you very much for inviting me. And everyone stay safe. KJ4ZFM.
Alrighty, Robert. Have a good day. This is W2BLT. Next up, W9QJQ. Keith in Gleason, Wisconsin. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, and everybody here in for food. Yeah, well, I have 5. Number 5.
Alrighty, Keith. Nicely done. Nicely done. You tied for the lead this morning. KD2YUI, Charles in Syracuse, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, everybody listening in on the Brew. 0. I have 0 recliners in the living room. I have 1 in the shack. 73, all back to net control, KD2YUY.
Thank you, Charles. Thanks for joining us this morning. KE2EIO, Michael in Elman, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, everybody. We have zero. Zero. We used to have some in the past, but we have zero now. KE2EIO, 73 to everybody, and everybody have a good day, and back to net. Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you, Michael. Appreciate you joining us. KD9YUZ, Jimmy in Wakarusa, Indiana. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Scott, Vicky, and Al, and everybody out there on the Brew. I have two recliners, one for myself and one for my dogs, but the dogs usually end up in my lap anyway, but it's still there for them. Everybody have a great day. 89YUZ, back to net.
One for the dog. You're a good man, Jimmy. Have a good day. Appreciate you joining us. And last on this original list, KZ4JN. Anders. Anders was probably mobile. I wonder if he's still in there. Good morning, Anders. KZ4JN, are you still with me, Anders? Well, that was my bad. That one's on me. Sorry about that, Anders. Okay, let's acknowledge some more text check-ins. We'll take some radio check-ins, and then we'll run them all. KB3EYR, Greg in Coreyville. KJ5MEL, Jose. KD3AJN, Anna. W3CVE, Chuck. B3XTD, Eric. K1MCOJ, N6QDY, David. KI4EGQ, Bill. KM0NDO, Ray. K4GDS, Gil. N5GI, Rick. W8WHK, Bill. N8ZFH, Gary. WD8KOB, Rod. And N2WXD, Craig. We'll get to you folks in just a minute. Let's see who we got looking to check in on the radio. Please come with your call sign twice and slowly.
KW35, Bravo, Sierra, K7, CJM, Mobile, Bravo, Sierra, Mobile.
November 5, Charlie, Hotel Bravo, Mobile. November 5, Charlie, Hotel Bravo, Mobile.
CJM, W2, CJM, Mobile.
Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Tango Juliet V83 KTJ.
Kilo 2 Tango Victor, Kilo 2 Tango Victor.
Alpha 2, Bravo, NA, 2B.
Kilo Charlie 3 Foxtrot Golf Delta. Kilo Charlie 3 Foxtrot Golf Delta.
Kilo India 7 Hotel Uniform Bravo. Kilo India 7 Hotel Uniform Bravo. I'd like to do it 3 times because I am so far away. Kilo India 7 Hotel Uniform Bravo. Lee in Germany, Mobile.
Papa Mike, Kilo Papa 1, Kilo Papa Mike. Alrighty, let's hold it up there for just a moment. The last station that came in there, the Kilo Papa 1, could you confirm that as Kilo Papa 1, Kilo Papa Mike? got you that time. Art, we'll get you shortly. We had KD2EDS, Mark. We had KI7HUB, Lee. N5 UXT, Angelo. KC3FGD, Ray. NA2B, Charlie. K2TV, Bob. VA3KTJ, Jensik. BE3TGN, Tim. N5 CHB, Chuck. KD2 VNU, Derby, Dan. W2 CJM, Charles. Who did we miss in there? Please come with your call sign twice and slowly.
KK75 Delta Bravo Sierra
KK7DY.
Whiskey 5 Delta Bravo Sierra.
Victor Alpha 3 Yankee Bravo Sierra. Victor Alpha 3 Yankee Bravo Sierra. Golf 2 Lima Alpha. Kilo Golf 2 Lima Alpha.
This is Kilo, Julia 5, Delta, India Tango. This is Matthew of Arkadelphia.
This is Whiskey 5 Whiskey Lima Hotel. Whiskey 5 Whiskey Lima Hotel.
Alrighty, I'm going to hold it up right there. Let me recognize who we got. We got W5WHL Wayne, KJ5DIT Matthew, KG2LA Ernest, VA3YBS Bill, W5DBS David, KK7DY Clark, and we had KB1 KPM Art. Let's go to the top of this list. Well, first let me run these. I got one mobile in here. Let's go to N5 CHB, Chuck out in Sugar Land, Texas. Good morning, Chuck, and how many reclining seats do you have in your living room?
Happy Tuesday, Brew Crew. Hope everyone's having a great morning. We've got one recliner. Doesn't get a lot of use because we have a herding dog. We have an shepherd, and if I sit in the recliner, she will bark at me until I move over next to my wife. It's the funniest thing. So, anyway, everyone has a great day. N5 CHB, back to net.
Alrighty, thank you, Chuck. You have yourself a good day. Let's go to Mark, KE2EDS in Elma, New York. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Scott. You caught me off guard there. Good morning, Vicki and the rest of the crew. We have two recliners in our living room. They're both electric. They work out pretty cool unless the power would go out. Anyways, have a great day, KE2EDS.
All right, thanks, Mark. Let's go to the top of this list. KB3EYR, Dragon, Coreyville, Pennsylvania. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicki. This is KB3EYR, and I guess the answer would be two. We have one chair and then one that's part of the sofa. So, hope everyone has a great day. It's a beautiful morning here in Pennsylvania. Back to net control.
All right, thanks, Greg. Appreciate you joining us this morning. KJ5 MEL, Jose out in Austin, Texas. Good morning.
Good morning, Net. One recliner in our living room. Back to the net.
Well, that was kind of rude. Let's see. Let's go to KD3, HAN, Anna in Beaver, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Anna.
Good morning to Scott, Vicki, and everybody else in there this morning. We have 3. Everybody have a great day. K3AJN.
Alrighty, you have a good day as well, Anna. Always a pleasure. W3CBE, Chuck in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicki, and everybody on the Brew crew there. We got 0 there, Scott. More of a couch person. And with that, have a great day. W3CVE.
Thank you, Chuck. You have a good day. Appreciate you joining us. VE3XT, Eric in Gravenhurst, Ontario, Canada. Good morning.
Morning, Scott. Morning, Vicki. We have 1.
Alrighty, 1 it is. Thanks for joining us, Eric. We appreciate it. You have yourself a good day. Next up, K1MCO, Jay in Orlando, Florida. Are you there, Jay?
Absolutely, Scott. Good morning to you, Vicky, and everybody on the Brew crew. This is K1MCO this morning live from the Orlando International Airport. And for the question of the day, we have a total of 3 recliners at the house. Send it back to you, Scott. Have yourself a great week. And 73 from K1MCO.
You as well, Jay. Don't work too hard, and hopefully the rest of the week goes quick for you. N6 QDY, David in Sacramento, California. Good early morning, David.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, the Brew crew, and everybody in the Zoom control room. N6QDY. Put me down for 4. Thanks for doing what you're doing. Everybody have a great day. N6QDY.
Alrighty, David, you have a good day. Thanks for being here. This is W2BLT. Next up, KI4EGQ. Bill, down in Woodstock, Georgia. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, and all the Brew crews. Well, we have 0 in the living room now, but we're looking because, you know, we had one on our boat during the Great Loop trip, and by gosh, that sure was comfortable. So, yeah, we're 0 now, but we're looking. KI4EGQ, everybody have a good day.
Alrighty, Bill, thanks for joining us. And by golly, there's nothing like a good lazy boy to sit and sleep in. Have a good day. KM0NDO, Ray up in Helenville, Wisconsin. Good morning, Ray. Ray must be hard at work this morning. Let's go to Gil, K4GDS in Orlando, Florida. Good morning, Gil.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everyone on the Brew. 52 degrees here this morning outside of Orlando, Florida.
Something cut you off there, Gil. How many recliners do you have in your living room? Are you still with me?
Hopefully you're still hearing me. It's K4GDS, and we have none. K4GDS is back to that.
Alrighty, I got it that time. Thanks for joining us, Gil, and have a good day. N5GI, Rick in the Villages. Good morning.
Vicky and the rest of the Brew crew.
It's a beautiful day down the Villages, 51 degrees here with clear skies. And as for the question of the day, we have 5. 2 in the love seat, 2 in the sofa, and 1 recliner. Back to you, Scott, and 5GI. Lee Dunn, always good to have options. Let's see, W8WHK, Bill in North Fort Myers, Florida. Good morning. Morning. It's 59 degrees here and sunny, not a cloud in the sky. Expecting it to warm up a little more. We have 4 in the living room. Actually, it's 2 couches made up of 2 recliners. And they were here when we moved in, and they're pretty nice. They're great. I can't stay awake, and even when I don't recline it, it's so darn comfortable. Ex-wife is a little upset when I fall asleep during one of her shows. Okay, back to you. This is W8WHK 73. Alrighty, thank you, Bill. And that's how they ought to advertise them. You know, get a good night's sleep. Buy a recliner. N8ZFH, Gary in Woodhaven, Michigan. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the crew. I'm surprised nobody said they're sitting in their recliner unless I missed it. We have one that's stealth and part of the couch, so stealth that we never really use it. And as a kid like you, Scott, we called it a lazy boy, and that got used all the time. Please check me in and out, N8ZFH, back to that.
Alrighty, thank you, Gary. That's actually the manufacturer of mine is Lazy Boy. Probably because they're local right here to me and don't have to travel far to look at them. Have a good day, Gary. Appreciate you joining us. W8KOB, Rod in Madison, West Virginia. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Ned. Hope everyone's doing well on this old Tuesday morning. The answer to the question for me is none, 0. Alrighty. Have a great day, guys. See you tomorrow. WD8KOB. Back to that.
Alrighty, thank you, Rod. Appreciate you joining us. You have a good day. Next up, N2WXD, Craig in Riverview, Michigan. Good morning.
N2WXD. Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and all on the crew. I have 5, and I'm sitting in one right now, and it's a Lazy Boy. Back to net, 73 tall, N2WXD.
Alright, thanks, Craig. And I keep telling Dick that he's got to get a bridge for the recliners so we can have recliners on the air. That would be wonderful. Have a good day. W2CJM, Charles in Selden, New York. Good morning, Charles.
Scott, Vicky, everybody on the crew. I have 6 recliners in my den, all Lazy Boys, and 1 in my master bedroom. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe.
Well done, Charles. Well done. Options. That's wonderful. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us. Let's go to KD2, VNU, Derby Dan, down in Derby, New York. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning to the rest of the net. Well, we have a love seat and a couch with a total of 4 recliners in those, and up in my bedroom in the master, we have 1 reclining chair. KD2 VNU, return it back to the net.
1 in the bedroom, too. That's pretty cool. Have a good day, Dan. Thanks for joining us. Who's next here? V3TGN. Tim up in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Good morning, Tim. How many reclining seats do you have in your living room? VE3TGN. Tim, are you still with me, buddy? We'll come back to Tim in a minute. I don't think he went anywheres. Let's go to VE3TGN, or I'm sorry, VA3KTJ Jinsuk up in LaSalle, Ontario, Canada. Good morning. Jinsuk, are you still with me? Well, I guess not. Let's go to K2TV, Bob, Fairfax, Virginia, and I know he's in there. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the crew. Yes, we have one reclining chair, and I love it. Everyone have a great day. This is K2TV.
That's a pretty good trick, Bob. You only got one recliner, and just so happens that you get it. Nicely done. Have a good day. NA2B, Charlie in Sun City Center, Florida. Good morning, Charlie and Bertie.
Well, good morning, Scott, and everybody on the net from Birdie 9 Tampa Bay. And a little hand wave to old Derby Dan. Good to hear him on. Response to the question, we have 5, Scott. They have multiple adjustments, the headrest, lumbar. They're all electric. And I always tell people, if you can't get comfortable, it's your own fault. So, HI. And like you, every time I get all positioned and comfortable in it, seems though the sleepy gas moves in. Back to you, Scott. W2BL, NA2B.
Alrighty, Bob. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, if, or Charlie, and it never fails. If there's something you want to watch on television, don't sit in a recliner, for gosh sakes. Next up, KC3FGD, Ray down in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Ray.
Hey, good morning, Scott, Vicky, everyone on the Brew. Hey, beautiful morning here in Scrapple Country, Lancaster County, PA. We happen to have 4, and shortly I'll be heading up to our wonderful wood shop and into the gardens later on. Everyone have a wonderful day. Back to Scott at Net Control.
All right, thanks, Ray. Appreciate you joining us, and I'm sure those folks up at the wood shop would enjoy a nice box of donuts this morning. Just saying. Have a good day. N5UXT, Angelo in New Orleans, Louisiana. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everybody in the Morning Brew. This is Angelo and 5UXT in New Orleans. We have a total of 5 here. 5 here, Scott, and enjoying this beautiful, cool weather, especially for us down here. Hope everybody has a great morning from N5UXT73.
Alrighty, thanks for joining us. You have a good day. Alright, let's go halfway, well, about 5 hours ahead of us here. Let's go to KI7HUB, Lee over in Germany. Good morning, Lee.
This is Kilo India 7 Hotel Uniform Bravo, Delta Oscar 7 Hotel Uniform Bravo, my German call sign. Of course, my name is Lee, Lima Echo Echo, and I am in Hanover, Germany. I'm always in Hanover, Germany, because I live in Hanover, Germany. It is a wonderful day. I am also 6 hours in your future, so I'm going to be sending some of this fine weather over that way. As for the question of the day, I do believe I have 1 down in the shack. I'm not sure if it works because I think the dog sits in it. It was new. Anyhow, thanks for having me. Thanks for doing that. And when I do come in, I'm always mobile because I walk the dog and listen to the net at the same time. Kilo India 7, Hotel Uniform Bravo.
Well, thanks, Lee. Appreciate you joining us, and have yourself a good day. KB1 KPM Art in West Haven, Connecticut. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, crew. Yeah, we got one recliner. KB1 KPM. Back to the net.
Thank you, Art. You have yourself a fine day. Let's go back up and see if Tim's in there from Windsor, Ontario, V3TGN. Are you with us, Tim? With nothing heard. Let's get on to KK7DY Clark in Phoenix, Arizona. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew crew. We have one reclining chair in our living room. That's Miss Vilma's chair. Back to net control, KK7DY.
Alrighty, Clark, what it is, you have yourself a good day. W5 at DBS, David out in Houston, Texas. Good morning.
Great big Texas howdy to the Brew crew. Enjoy it all the time. Got one recliner in the bedroom. Brought it in here when I had some surgery one time. I had to sleep in it for over a year. Don't use it anymore. Thanks, guys. Got one recliner.
Alrighty, thank you, David. Appreciate you joining us. VA3 YBS, Bill. Just over the border here in Dunnville, Ontario, Canada. Good morning, Bill.
Scott and Vicky, thanks for doing the net this morning. We have a grand total of one recliner in our living room, and my XYL likes to monopolize that chair. Quite often find her sleeping in it. Anyway, everybody have a great day. This is VA3YBS. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Bill. You have yourself a good day and sounding good across the lake there. Who we got next? Well, first, this is W2BLT. Let's go to KG2, LA, Ernest in Webster, New York. Good morning. KG2LA, Ernest, are you still with us? Well, nothing heard. Let's go on to KJ5DIT, Matthew in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Good morning.
Good morning. And it is a beautiful morning. Nice and clear. Blue outside. It's going to be kind of cool this morning, but it'll get warm up a little bit. And the answer is 4. I have 4 recliners. One of them I claim. So does my granddaughter, my grandson, the cat. I'm always kicking, and my son. I'm always kicking somebody off of it. 73.
Thanks for joining us, Matthew, and you have yourself a great day. W5WHL, Wayne in Wimberley, Texas. Good morning.
Good morning to the net, the crew there. We have 4 recliners, 2 sofas with one on each end. W5WLH, back to net.
Alrighty, thank you, Wayne. Appreciate you joining us. Let me acknowledge some text check-ins we got here, and then I'm going to take some minutes. We had N0CKV, Mark, KR4, EMM, Vince, WA2, WWK, Ron, KC2, JZE, Bob, KQ8U, Bob, VK4BYF, Bob, Bob. N5, RTC, Terry, KF8, DRJ, Doug, KR4CKC, Bill, and N3LLY, Glenn. Let's see who we got down there today that just wants to be in and out. Please come with your call sign twice and slowly.
W7 OMH Mobile in and out. Good morning. Kilo Delta 6 Delta India Quebec KD6 DIQ Todd in and out.
Romeo Sierra Mike, November 4, Romeo Sierra Mike.
Yeah, from the bottom up, we had KD2NL, Chip in Cincinnati. We had N4 RSM, Rich Sumter, South Carolina. We had KD6DIQ, Todd in Yucca Valley, California. And W7 OMH, Mike down in Wading River, New York. All right, let's go to the top of this list and run these here, and then we'll take some regular check-ins. Let's go to N0CKV, Mark in Plymouth, Minnesota. Good morning, Mark. The question of the day is, how many reclining seats do you have in your living room?
Morning, Scott, Vicky, the rest of the Brew crew, and everybody else on the net. We have 0. Everybody have a nice Tuesday. And 0 CKV back to net.
Thank you, Mark, and you enjoy the rest of the day, and thanks for joining us. KR4EMM, Vince in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everyone in the crew. We have 2. Scott, back to you. Have a great day. This is KR4EMM.
Alrighty, 2 it is. Have a good day. WA2, WWK, Ron in Amherst, New York. Good morning, Ron.
Whiskey Alpha 2, Whiskey, Kilowatt. Well, good morning, everybody. We actually have 1. And if I'm really a good boy, from 5 a.m. until 6 a.m., I am allowed to use that recliner. Otherwise, it's for the superintendent of the operations, W2WK.
There you go. Have yourself a good day, Ron. Thanks for joining us. Let's go to KC2, JZE, Bob in Hamburg, New York. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning to all those on the net. We have 3. One recliner, which I utilize, and 2 chairs, which recline. But the wife is usually on the couch. Back to net. Have a great day, KC2JC.
All right, thanks, Bob. Appreciate you joining us. KQ8U, Bob in Ecorse, Michigan. Good morning.
Morning, Scott, Vicky, and the rest of the crew. I have 2 ladies' boys in my basement family room, and I barely ever able to go down there. Everybody have a great day. KQ8U, back to net.
Thank you, Bob. Appreciate you joining us. You have yourself a good day. And the 3rd Bob in a row, VK4 BYF, Bob in Moore Park Beach, Queensland, Australia. Good morning.
Good evening from me to good morning to you. We have 4 recliners, and they're, believe it or not, lazy boys, and they absolutely love them. And like someone else said, got to fight the cats for it. VK4BY, back to net control. Good morning to the crew.
Thanks, Bob, and enjoy the rest of your evening, what's left of it there. N5 RTC, Terry in Austin, Texas. Good morning.
Good morning, and thanks for recognizing me. Hello to the Brew crew. Thanks for your work and Vicky's work this morning. One recliner in the family room, living room, whatever you want to call it. N5 RTC, back to net control.
Alrighty, you have a good day, Terry. Appreciate you being here. We got KF8 DRJ Doug up in Allen Park, Michigan. Everybody in the Zoom room, first off, put me down for 4. Just have 2 of those. It was an accident. 2 of those couches with a recliner at each end. So, I mean, you're going to have 4. And then, side note, that golden voice right before me, Terry, and me will be your net controllers for open mic night tomorrow night. Where they let virtually anybody do this that you guys do so well. So, dial us in, check in, have some fun tomorrow night with Terry and me. This is KF8DRJ, back to net, Scott. Everybody have a good one. Alrighty, thank you, Doug. You have a good day, and appreciate you joining us, and we'll be listening. KR4, CKC, Bill, down in the Villages in Florida. Good morning, Bill. How many reclining seats do you have in your living room?
Hey, good morning to everybody on the Brew. Well, another beautiful day here in the Villages. A nice cool morning, and the sky conditions is severe clear. Makes it beautiful. I have 2, or we have 2. One for my wife and one for myself. It's KR4CKC, and back to that. You'll have a great day.
Thank you, Bill. 2 it is. Have yourself a good day. And 3, LLY, Glenn in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Good morning, Glenn.
Good morning. Good morning to the rest of the crew. Just returning from bringing my trash cans out the night before. Hi. We have absolutely 0 recliners in this house. Back to you.
Wow, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it, and time to go recliner shopping there, Glenn. Let me acknowledge some more text check-ins here. I'll take 1 or 2 of them, and then we'll turn it over to Al. We had AA8, BI, Bernie, KY4MB, Scott, WP4VW, Milton, N2BH, Bill, and KJ5LJJ, Greg. Let's go to AA8WI, Bernie in Portsmouth, Ohio. The question of the day, Bernie, how many reclining seats do you have in your living room?
To everyone on the net this morning, we have 2, and 1 is soon to be replaced with a brand new one, which is for me. Mine is shot, so got a new one on the way. So it'll be 2. Back to you, 73 to all, AA8WI.
Thank you, Bernie. And the last one for me today is going to be KY4MB, Scott, down in Memphis, Tennessee. Good morning, Scott.
Well, good morning, Scott, and everybody on the Brew crew, and thanks to all this morning. Only one lazy boy in the house, and that's me. Hi. Thanks for the net. KY4NB, back over to net control.
Alrighty, thanks, Scott. Appreciate you joining us, and I appreciate everybody that checked in with me this morning. Thanks to Vicky on the log this morning. We're going to turn it over to Al, K8BAC up in Britain, Michigan, and this is W2BLT. It's all yours, Bill.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Scott.
This is Al, K8BAC. Over here in the fields, cornfields, well, they're kind of taken down now, so just empty fields in southeastern Michigan. Vicky logging for me across the field, KE8BKY. Let's pick up where Scott left off and go to Milton, WP4VW. Milton, how many reclining seats do you have in your living room? WP4VW, Milton, are you with us? Yeah, maybe we'll pick him up again. He goes back and forth with phone calls and stuff. Let's go down to Bill, N2BH in Palmyra, New York. Good morning, Bill.
Hey, good morning, Al, Vicky, Scott, everybody. I guess you'd say, too, I've got one of those couches with a recliner built in each end. N2BH.
Yep, that's what I have, too, so they're pretty neat. They need to be replaced. Let's go to Greg in Mississippi, KJ5JJ. Good morning, Greg.
Hey, morning time, Al, morning time, crew. At this time, I would say we got two, one on each end of the recliner. Okay, back to unit control, KJ5, LJJ, and I'm clear.
All right, thank you, Greg. Have a great morning. Enjoy. Let's take us down to the bottom of this list. Let's do some mobile check-ins. Mobile check-ins, if you're out to work, you're either that or you're really, really early. If you're mobile, mobile's only. Come down with your call sign twice and slowly.
KO4CLD, KO4CLD.
2VLK, mobile.
KC5CZX, Kilo Charlie 5, Charlie Zulu X-ray.
All right, we got KC5CZX, Darrell, Lubbock, Texas. N2VLK, Jeff, Lancaster, New York, and KO4CLD, Micah, in Tuscumbia, Alabama. So we'll run with it. Question of the day, how many reclining seats do you have in your living room? KO4CLD, good morning, Micah.
Good morning. Well, we got 4, and that's nice because everybody in the family can have a recliner, and we ain't got to fight over the one. KO4CLD, back to net.
Well, there you go. Keeping peace in the family. That's the way to do it. Thanks for joining us this morning, Micah. Let's go to N2VLK, Jeff in Lancaster. Good morning, Jeff.
Everybody, hope you all have a good day today. It's pretty sunny and nice here in Buffalo. And as far as the recliners, I have one reclining chair in my living room. That's it. And with that, I'll say 7-3, and I'll turn it back to you. And 2VLK, mobile, clear.
All righty, thank you, Jeff. Have a great day. Let's go to KC5. CZX, Darrell in Lubbock, Texas. Good morning.
Well, good morning to everyone on the Brew, and here we have 4, I guess, one on each end of the couch and one on each end of the love seat. So back to net.
All righty, thank you, Darrell. Have a great morning. All right, let's take general check-ins. General check-ins, anyone, anywhere, come with your call signs twice and slowly.
Keep up our 4 Victor Whiskey.
Go
London Whiskey.
Go London Whiskey.
In 0 or an E,
November 0, Romeo November Echo. In and out, I have 1.
Echo Link.
Victor Echo 3 Tango Golf November. Victor Echo 3 Tango Golf. Recheck there, over.
Kilo Charlie 3, Lima Alpha Victor.
India,
Kilo
Sierra,
Charlie
Kilo.
3, Lima Alpha Victor.
November 2, India, Sierra, Kilo.
November 8, Hotel Lima November. November 8, Hotel Lima November.
KJ0HN, Kilo Juliet 0, Hotel November, in and out, thank you. Kilo 5, Yankee November Uniform, K5, YNU Mobile. Alrighty, that's the list. We got K5YNU, Florida, Conroe, Texas. He's mobile. We'll get you in a minute for him. Got KF8 DJQ, Kevin, Bowling Green, Ohio. We got KJ0HN, John, Lincoln, Nebraska. He was in and out. Thank you, John. KE6MAE, Larry, Calamasa, California. N8HLN, Mike, Grosse Pointe Park, Michigan. N2ISK, Bob, Woodbridge, New Jersey. KC3LAB, Mike in Lidditz, Pennsylvania. KC2JPQ, Frank in Lancaster, New York. BE3TGN, Tim in Windsor, Ontario. KB2UDB, Mike in Sebring, Florida. We had N0RNE, Jeff, Lewisburg, North Carolina. He's in and out as well. We have WB2GLW, Mike in Lake Ronkonkoma, New York. And Milton's back, WP4BW. Question of the day, how many reclining seats do you have in your living room? Good morning, Milton.
Good morning, mi amigo, to you and everybody listening WP4VW. I have 2 recliners, and they're great, they're comfy, and I cannot have one on the shack because then I'll be sleeping in the shack instead of some good radio. Anyhow, back to you in the control. Thank you for what you do, and have a blessed day. WP4 Victor Whiskey, clear, 7-3, adios.
All right, thank you, Milton. Have a great day. Let's go to WB2. We got to get Florin here. He's mobile. K5YNU. Good morning, Florin.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, everyone on the Morning Brew Crew. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Put me down for 5. My living room is, full of recline. Back to the net control, everyone. Have a blessed Tuesday. Make some great memories. K5YNU.
Alrighty, thank you, Florin. Have a great day. Now we jump up to WB2GLW, Mike in Lake Ronkonkoma. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, everybody in the net. Здравствуйте, товарищи. I have 0, nada, and I wish I had one. But nothing here in Lake Ronkonkoma. WB2GLW. Nice net, thank you.
Alrighty, thank you, Mike. Have a great day. Let's jump down to KB2UDB, Mike in Sebring, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, Alan, and everybody else on the Brew Crew, Vicky, and those in the Zoom room. Yeah, I'm up here still in New York. I'm over here in Lyons, New York, up visiting my daughter, and we're going to be having Thanksgiving up here, and then we'll be heading back to Florida. Answer your question, I have one recliner, one lounge, and the other recliner would be out in the shack. So there's your answer. Other than that, everybody have a good day. I can't wait to get back home where it's warm. This is KB2 UDB, turning it back to net. Thanks for doing the net. We'll talk to you all later. 7:30.
All right, thank you, Mike. Have a great day. Let's go to VE3TGN, Tim in Windsor, Ontario, rechecking. What's up, Tim? VE3 TGN, you with us? All right. Let's go down to Frank in Lancaster, KC2JPQ. Good morning, Frank.
Good morning, Al and Vicky and everybody listening to the Brew. I have 3 recliners and not much going on today. I'm just going to say 7-3, send it back to the net, KC2JPQ.
All righty. Thank you, Frank. Have a great day. Let's go to KC3LAV, Mike in Lidditz, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Mike.
Yes, and good morning to you, and good morning to everyone on the crew this morning. This is KC3LAV, Mike in Warwick Township, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, Keystone State. We have 2 recliners in the major living area. KC3LAV, back to net. Thank you. Have a great day, everyone. Stay hydrated. We're clear.
All right. Thank you, Mike. Have a great day. Let's go to N2ISK, Bob in Woodbridge, New Jersey. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Al and crew. I have 3. 2 mechanical ones on the love seat, and I have an electrical one, lazy boy style, but electric, for my bad back. I can adjust it infinitely so I can get it just right, so it's comfortable. And then, push a button, and it will actually lift me up, push me forward, and stay me up, basically, if I get stuck there. And also have battery back on just in case there's a power failure. So, all right, have a good day, all. And to ISK.
All righty. Thank you, Bob. Have a great morning. Let's go to N8 HLN, Mike in Grosse Pointe Park, Michigan. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, and the crew. Where it is 41 degrees and crystal blue skies here this morning, heading up to 62. The answer is 0, although I do have a big comfy chair with an ottoman that when I put my feet up, it is a recliner and I pass out in, but technically no recliners. Everyone have a great day. 73, back to net, N8 HLN.
All righty. Thank you, Mike. Have a great day. And, yep, it's a beauty today. I think it's one. KE6MAE, Larry in Calamasa, California. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning, everybody on the net, KE6MAE. I have 2 in the living room, which is one of those power love seats, one for me and one for the wife, and I have one that I reside in now that I have a little HD connected to right beside it, and so I got a little portable hand station over my recliner. Back to that, KE6MAE.
All right. Thank you, Larry. Have a great day. Let's go to KF8 DJQ, Kevin, Bowling Green, Ohio. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, Al. Good morning, Vicky. Everybody on the net this morning. I have one, and like Bob's, it does plug into the wall and has some buttons on the side. Gets me right where I need to be. KF8 DJQ, back to net. Have a good day. 7-3.
All righty. Thank you, Kevin. Have a great day. We got some text check-ins here. We got W2AJR Andy in Cheektowaga. We got W4RHC Ariel, Alachua, Florida. We got KI5PMI Bill in Hobbs, New Mexico. We got WB2 Dick, the godfather of the East Coast Reflector in Eden, New York. And we got Randy, one of our facilitators, W2RBEC in West Seneca, New York. We'll just run down these guys' list. Question of the day, how many reclining seats do you have in your living room? W2RBEC, good morning, Randy.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, and everyone on the Morning Brew. I only have one reclining chair in my living room. All the rest are stationary. That's really all I need for my dog and I. Back to Net Control, 73 to all, W2RBC.
All righty, thank you, Randy. Have a great morning. Let's go to WB2JPQ. Good morning, Dick.
We have two lazy boys in our living room. And that'd be it for me. Come join us on the TechNet tonight, and of course, Thursday night, SC Elmer being Elmer.
All righty, thank you, Dick. Have a great morning. I'm sure I'll catch up with you a little bit here in the Zoom room. Let's go to KI5, PMI, Bill in Hobbs, New Mexico. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Al, everybody on the Brew. We have 5 recliners. I hope everybody has a great day. KI5 PMI, back to net.
All righty, thank you, Bill. Have a great morning. Let's go to Ariel in Alachua, Florida, WRHC. Good morning.
Hello, Charlie. Not sure if you can hear me good, because I'm driving through the woods here on County Road 121, heading to I-10, heading to Jacksonville this morning. But I do have one recliner in the living room. Don't use it much, but it's there. Don't have time to watch TV that much these days. This computer's keeping me busy. Windows 11 is coming right around the corner. I can hardly wait. This is Whiskey 4, Romeo Hotel Charlie, in the mobile. I-10, heading to Jacksonville. Good morning to all. 73, guys.
All righty, good morning, Ariel. We heard you just fine. Have a great day and safe track. Let's go to Andy in Cheektowaga, W2AJR. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, Al, everybody on the Brew Crew. We have 2 recliners in the living room, and I'm in one of them right now. 7-3, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you, Al.
I think if I went and sat down in my recliner, I'd go right back to sleep. Have a good morning, Andy. Wrapping up this list, we got KE8SMN, Jeff in Rochester Hills. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Brew Crew. KE8SMN. Put me down for 0. Maybe we should get one. Sounds like most people do. KE8SMN, back to net.
All righty, thank you, Jeff. Have a great day. All right, down to the bottom of the list. This is Al, KABAC, along with Vicky, KABKY, logging for me, keep me out of trouble. Let's start another one. Anybody, anywhere, come with your call signs, twice and slowly.
Kilo, Quebec 4, Oscar, Romeo Kilo, KQ4, ORK Mobile.
N4 VUT, N4 VUT, mobile, in and out.
Kilo, Juliet 5, Delta X-Ray, Bravo. Kilo, Juliet 5, Delta X-Ray, Bravo.
K4, JTM.
Papa, Delta.
K4, JTM. Kilo, Quebec 4, Quebec, Echo Mike. Kilo, Quebec 4, Quebec, Echo Mike. Mobile.
Alrighty, that's a pretty good little list here. Before we do anything else, let's see if we can finally get a hold of Tim in Windsor. VE3TGN. Tim, can we hear you now? Come back and answer the question. How many reclining seats do you have in your living room?
Yes, I got one there, buddy. Hey, there, neck control over there. And good morning to you. And I didn't know if I got through, but I got one over.
All righty. By golly, we got you that time, Tim. You have a good morning. Appreciate you. At N4BUT, Nick in Orlando, Florida was in and out. We had K4EM, Allen, Fayetteville, North Carolina. We'll be getting to you in just a minute. I know you're on the road, you're mobile. We had BA3ERY, Eduardo, LaSalle, Ontario, Canada. We had WA8CLG, Doug in Homosassa. It sounded like there was a W8, possibly a PDB call sign. If that's close to your call sign, can you come back with your call sign twice and slowly, please? All right, we didn't get that at all. Go to 4JTM John in Union City, Tennessee. We had KJ5DXB Frank in Sugar, Texas. NW4Q Jim in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. KQ40RK Barry in Apopka, Florida. He was mobile. We had KO4QMM Roger, the 20 New Matilla, Florida. And then 6 is ZAR Scott, Eastvale, California. Let's get our mobiles going here. Just a reminder, question of the day. How many reclining seats do you have in your living room? Let's go to Barry, KQ4ORK. Good morning, Barry.
Good morning to everybody on the net. Thanks for picking me up. Currently, there is only one, and it's one of those ejector recliners that helps you get up. Sometimes that's helpful. Not very comfortable of a recliner, though, although I slept half the night in it last night. Hope everybody has a great day. 73 and back to net control, KQ4, ORK, in the mobile.
All right, thank you, Barry. Have a great day. Let's go to KQ4QEM, Allen, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Good morning.
Good morning, Al. Vicky, everybody on the Brew crew. This is KQ4QEM, and we have 4 recliners in my home, 2 in the living room and 2 in the bedroom. Crazy thing about it, I don't get to use any of them, so everybody else gets to enjoy them. Go figure. Anyway, hope everybody has a great day and a great rest of your week. Appreciate all you do. And 73s and back to net control.
All right, thank you, Alan. Have a great day. Let's jump up to the top of the list and go to N6ZAR Scott, Eastvale, California. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, and everybody on the Brew this morning. I hope everyone has a great day. We don't have any recliners in our living room, so put me down for a 0, please. Back to you, Al, N6ZAR.
All right, thank you, Scott. Have a great morning. Let's go to KO4QMM, our net controller for the 20-meter net, amongst other things. Good morning, Roger.
Main living room. Beautiful morning here in Central Florida. Can't wait to get outside and get into something. I don't know what, but we'll see. And propagation's been fun too, so enjoying that. Back to you, Al. Keep it fun. KO4QMM clear.
All righty, thank you, Roger. Yep, I think after the net, I'm going to get outside and get up to no good as well. All right, let's go to NW4Q, Jim in Murfreesboro. Good morning, Jim.
Al, I hope you're doing well. We have 1 recliner in the living room. Good morning.
All righty, thank you, Jim. Have a great morning. Yep, we're doing good here. Let's go to KJ5DXB, Frank in Sugarland. Good morning, Frank.
Good morning, Al. Vicky, everybody in the crew. Put me down for 2. Thanks for the check-in. Have a great day. KJ5DX, back to you, Al.
All righty, thank you, Frank. Have a great morning. Let's go to K4 JTM, John, Union City, Tennessee. Good morning, John.
Good morning, sir, and everyone else on this morning. We have 5 reclining devices, 2 love seats to recline and a recliner that reclines in the living room, so a total of 5. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. K4 JTM.
Man, that's a lot of those recliners. 5 of them. It's just my wife and I here now, so we'll settle for 2. Let's go to W8 BPD, Brian in Warren, Michigan. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew crew. I have 2 recliners in my living room, recliner in my basement, and a recliner in back to net control, WA BPD.
All righty, thank you, Brian. Have a great day. Let's go down to BA3ERY, Eduardo, LaSalle, Ontario, Canada. Good morning. BA3ERY, you with me? I think we lost Eduardo there. Let's go down to WA8CLG, Doug in Homosassa. Good morning, Doug.
This is WA8CLG. Very good morning, everybody. And I have 2 Lazy Boy recliners, and they were always called the Sleepers. And they earned their name very, very honestly. Everybody have a good day. WA8CLG, back to you, Al.
All righty, thank you, Doug. Have a great morning. Got a couple more text check-ins here. We got K4PJM, Perry in Leesburg, Florida. KD3ATQ, Jim, Easton, Pennsylvania. And K2GCP, Christopher in Massapequa, New York. Good morning, Chris. K2GCP, you're up. K2GCP, Chris, are you with us? Well, let's try KD3ATQ, Jim in Easton. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, and the Brew crew. I have 1 recliner with a Do Not Disturb sign on it. Back to net control, KD3ATQ.
That sounds like a smart move, Jim. Have a great morning. Let's go to K4PJM, Perry in Leesburg. Good morning.
Good morning, Al and Vicky, everybody. Nice 56 degrees here in Leesburg this morning. It's nice and crisp to us. Nice and warm to others, I'm sure. We have a couch that has 2 recliners in it and 2 separate recliners. So we're going for the big number 4 today. Everybody have a great week. K4 PJM, back to net.
All right, thank you, Perry. Have a great day. All right, it's 8:30. Takes us down to the bottom of another list. This is Al, KABAC, along with Vicky, KEABKY. Log them for me. Let's start another list. If you want to get in, anybody, anywhere, come with your call signs, twice and slowly.
Bravo, Delta Oscar, Kilo Echo 2, Bravo, Delta Oscar, Mobile
Bravo
in and
8,
out.
Papa, Lima, Victor, Chris.
Air Alpha Mac, I'll be in and out this morning. Echo 2, Charlie Sierra uniform. Kilo Echo 2, Charlie Sierra. Kilo Quebec 4, Hotel Echo Foxtrot, KQ4, HEF, in and out.
India 5, Yankee, Quebec, AI 5, YQ, in and out.
Good morning.
November Whiskey 3 United, NW3U.
Alrighty, that's a good little list. Let's acknowledge our in and outs first. We had AI5YQ, Marvin, Jacksonville, Arkansas. We had KQ4HEF, Keith, Thompson, Georgia. And we had W9SAM, Sam in Union, Ohio, all in and out. Morning, guys. Have a great day. Then from the bottom up, we had NW3U, David in Garner, North Carolina. KJ4LXJ, Rex, Crystal River, Florida. KE2CF, Paul, Lancaster, New York. KB8PL, Chris in Novi, Michigan. At the top of the list, we had KE2 BDP, Nicholas in Bohemia, New York. Reminder of the question of the day, how many reclining seats do you have in your living room? KE2 BDP, Nicholas, good morning. KE2 BDP, are you with us? Well, let's try KE8PLV. Good morning, Chris.
Good Tuesday morning to everyone listening on the net. Put me down for 4. All lazy boys, 2 built into which are manual, and then 2 electric ones, which are phenomenal. Lumbar, neck support, leg, everything. It's just amazing what they can add to an old lazy boy that we all grew up with and make even more interesting. It just means you fall asleep faster, I guess. Everyone have a great week ahead. This is KB8PLV, back to net.
All righty, thank you, Chris. Have a great morning. Let's go to KE2 CSU, Paul in Lancaster, New York. Good morning, Paul.
Kilo Echo 2, Charlie Sierra uniform. This is Paul. We're in Inlet, Florida. Good morning to everybody on the crew. I have 0 recliners in my living room, but the rest of the house, I've got a couch with 2 and 3 other recliners. So I guess my total is 5. Back to the net.
All right, thank you, Paul. Have a great day. Let's go to Rex in Crystal River, Florida. KJ4LXJ. Good morning, Rex.
Good morning to you and the Brew crew. We got a total of 3 in the living room. KJ4LXJ, back to you guys.
All righty, thank you, Rex. Have a great morning. Wrapping this one up, NW3U, David in Garner, North Carolina. Good morning, David.
In our living room, we have 1 recliner, because the living room is kind of small, and we really don't live in there. We live in the sunroom, but the living room has 1. 7-3, have a good day. Talk to you guys tomorrow. NW3U.
All right, thank you, David. Have a great morning. sounds like we got KC2GRN Joel in East Yaphank, New York, and we got VE3TCS Tim in Windsor, Ontario, checking in. Let's take some more general check-ins. General check-ins, come with your call signs twice and slowly.
Kilo 2, Golf Charlie Papa. I lost you before on the B25 mode when I was trying to get in. K2GCP, Chris Massapequa.
This is KJ5MCJ, that's Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Zulu Juliet, Austin, Texas.
November 5, Golf Charlie Quebec, N5 GCQ, Porter, Texas.
1 QWS, good mention, name. Well,
W2 KJV, W2 KJV.
Kilo 2, India Romeo Echo.
Kilo Mike 7 Bravo India Oscar KM7 BIO JC Mesa, Arizona.
Kilo Echo 8, Papa Mike Kilo. Kilo Echo 8, Papa Mike Kilo, mobile.
Whiskey Delta 8, Papa India Charlie. Whiskey Delta 8, Papa India Charlie. Kilo 4, Victor Tango Tango, KK4 VTT. Echolink Mobile.
and 1 CBM.
All right, good little list there. One we didn't quite get. There was a K2 station, possibly IRE. If that's close to your call sign, can you verify that, please? That K2 station, we think it's K2 IRE or something like that. Could you verify your call sign, please?
Kilo 2, India Romeo Echo. Sorry, I might have a bad signal.
All right, Eric, we got you that time. We were just verifying that. Just a little bit of noise in the system this morning. All right, from the bottom up, we have N1 CBM Carlos, our aeronautical net controller in Hollywood, Florida. We got KK4 BTT, Florida, he's mobile. We got WD8 PIC Bob in Sylvania, Ohio. We got KE8 PMK Chuck in Allen Park, Michigan. He's mobile as well. KM7BIO JC, Mesa, Arizona. K2 IRE, Eric, Fredonia, New York. We had W2KB Tony, one of our facilitators in Homosassa, Florida. N1QWX Arthur in Lincoln, Maine. We have N5 GCQ Charles, Porter, Texas. KJ5MZJ John in Austin, Texas. Looks like he's new to the system. We have K2 GCP Christopher in Massapequa, New York. KC2GRN Joel in East Yaphank, and at the top of this list, VE3 TCS Tim in Windsor, Ontario. Let's get our mobile stations real quick here. Just a reminder, question of the day, how many reclining seats do you have in your living room? Let's jump down to KE8 PMK Chuck in Allen Park, Michigan. Good morning, Chuck.
Good morning, Net Control, and all on the net. This is KE8 PMK, and we have one recliner. It's the actual one piece of furniture that we bought brand new.
KE8PMK, back to net control.
Alrighty, thank you, Chuck. Have a great day. Let's go to KK4 VTT, Bruce in Kissimmee, Florida. He's on the road as well. Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning to one, good morning to all. Have a great day out there, and thank all you guys for what you do behind the scenes to make this happen. I got double chair. It's a double recliner, me and a wife for the Saturday night movies. Hey, you guys out there have a great day again, and thank you for letting me have some fun. KK4 VTT, somewhere here in Orlando. Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you, Bruce. Safe travels. Okay, let's go to BE3 TCS, Tim in Windsor, Ontario. Good morning, Tim.
Morning, this is BE3 TCS, and I'm mobile as usual, Tuesday mornings. We have 3 recliners in the house, none in the living room, 2 in the basement rec room, 1 in the back room where the TV and the gas fireplace are, and that one in the back room has some kind of magic to it, because I park in there, and boy, oh boy, I fall asleep before you know it. And my wife wants to replace it because she says it's looking worn out, and I say, no, it's custom fit. Back to net.
Yeah, when you get one that's just right, don't get rid of it, that's for sure. All right, thanks for checking in this morning. KC2 GRN Joel in East Outbank. Good morning.
Good morning, Al and Vicky and everybody on the morning brew. KC2 GRN. I do not have a recliner in the living room or in the house. No, I just stretch out on the couch, upstairs or downstairs, whatever the case may be, whatever the whim strikes me at the time. Anyway, everybody have a wonderful day. KC2 GRN back to net.
Alrighty, thank you, Christopher. Have a great day. KJ5 MZJ, John in Austin, Texas. Good morning, John.
Good morning to the net. Good morning to all. KJ5MZJ. No recliners here to report of, but doesn't mean that there's not going to be one in my future, so we'll see.
Alrighty, thank you, John. Future recliner. If you're new to the system, if you are new to the system and you check in on any of our nets, you'll receive a welcome letter. We invite you to look at eastcoastreflector.com, check out all the great things on there, including the magazine. Let's go to N5, GCQ Charles, Porter, Texas. Good morning, Charles.
Good morning to the net, N5 GCQ. We've actually got 2 electrics and 2 manuals. The 2 electrics, YL and I, and chair's a little magic, because when my feet go up, my eyes go closed. Don't know how that happens, but that's what happens every night. So, yep, we've got 4. N5 GCQ, back to the net, and good morning.
All right, thank you, Charles. Have a great day. Let's go to N1 QWX, Arthur in Lincoln. Good morning, Arthur.
Hey, good morning, Internet. This is N1 QWX. No, I only have one recliner, just moving out for one, N1 QWX.
All righty, thank you, sir. Have a great morning. Let's go to one of our facilitators here, W2KJV, Tony in Homosassa. Good morning, Tony.
Good morning, Al. Good morning, everyone on the morning brew. We have 2 on our couch in the family room and 1 real nice recliner chair. So hope everyone has a great day. Back to you, Al. W2KJV.
All righty, thank you, Tony. Have a great morning. Let's go to K2IRE, Eric, Fredonia, New York. Good morning. K2IRE, you with us here? All right, well, let's jump down to KM7BIO. JC there, Arizona. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody on the net. I got one recliner. I seem to never get a chance to use it because there's a sectional couch, and when I finally get time to sit down and watch TV or something, I usually end up horizontal on that, and then I'm chased off to bed. But I've got one, but I rarely use it. Back to net control. This is KM7BIO.
All righty, thank you, JC. Have a great morning. Let's jump down to Sylvania, Ohio, WD8BIC. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning. Yes, I currently have two, and at some point in the future, if I can't, if this one, my favorite one wears out, of course I'll replace it. So I have fluid in the legs, and it's sleeping. I've fallen with some seizures and everything, and I hurt when I lay down for too long flat, so it doesn't matter what kind of a mattress or anything, so it's bad, as well as my keeping my feet up for the fluid in the legs with the special socks on. Anyway, everybody have a great rest of the day, and keep me in your prayers, guys. I'm trying to get a dipole totally fixed before winter, and I can't do it, so it's steep roof. WD8PIEC, back to net.
All righty, thank you, Bob. Have a good morning. Let's go to Carlos, N1CBM, our aeronautical net controller. Good morning, Carlos.
Why are some hard-boiled eggs so hard to peel while others, the shell just comes right off? Oh my God, I'll leave you guys to ponder that throughout the day. 72 degrees, light winds, and partly cloudy down here in Hollywood. Good morning, Al, Vicky, and the rest of the crew. My answer to the question is 0. I don't have a recliner. I have a big couch, but I don't think that classifies as yes for the question. So it's a no. Have a great day, everybody, and 1CBM, back to you all.
Carlos, the struggle is real. I go through that almost every day, too. And I haven't figured out why some are so easy and some aren't. Have a great day, Carlos. Let's go to WB1DXN, Daryl in Epsom, New Hampshire. Good morning, Daryl.
Good morning, Vicky and Al and the rest of the morning crew. It's part of a big couch or something, but each end goes out into a recliner. Keep safe, be aware of the unaware, be careful out there today. WB1DXN.
All right, thanks, Daryl. Have a great morning. Finally wrapping up this list, we've got KC9IXX, Roger in Rochester, Indiana. Good morning.
Good morning to everybody on the Brew crew. The answer is no. Yes. The answer is yes. We've got one recliner left. Used to have two. We're down to one now. I wish everybody a good rest of the day and enjoy yourselves out there. This is KC9IXX, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Roger. Have a great day. That takes us down to the bottom of the list. It's about 10 till. And let's do in and outs only. In and outs. Just in and outs. If you call at this time, you're just going to be considered in and out no matter what. So come with your call signs twice and slowly, in and outs only.
Whiskey, India 8 X-ray. Whiskey, India 8 X-ray, in and out.
Kilo Hotel Zulu, N4 kilohertz, in and out. In and out.
Kilo Bravo 5, Sierra Alpha Victor. Kilo Bravo 5, Sierra Alpha Victor. In and out. Good morning, y'all. Charlie Golf, in and out.
Oh, that Charlie Golf station.
Kilo Bravo 5, Zulu Yankee Lima. Kilo Bravo 5, Zulu Yankee Lima. In and out. Good morning.
And 1YKT, and 1YKT, and out. Good morning.
Kilo Charlie 3, Tango Bravo Victor, KC3 TBV. Good morning, in and out.
Kilo November 4, two-tone blue, KN4 TTV. In and out this morning.
KF8, DIC, KF8, Detroit Rock City, in and out.
C1 WFM. C1 WFM, in and out.
Kilo Delta 9, Romeo Yankee November. Kilo Delta 9, Romeo Yankee November. In and out.
All right, we had a couple in there that we didn't quite get. Up at the top of the list, there was a golf station that checked in, and he cut himself off pretty quickly. You can give it a pause and then come back with your call sign. We'll get you in.
I'm not sure if it's me and mine ends that way. Kilo Romeo 4, Charlie Golf. Kilo Romeo 4, Charlie Golf.
Jim in Longwood. Yep, we got you. You're the voice I heard. We got you. There's another one in there that was a 4 BFV. I need you to come with your call sign, please.
Kilo Romeo 4, Bravo Foxtrot Victor.
Okay, we got you. KR4BFV. We'll go right on up the list. All in and out. KR4 BFV. Florida. We had KD9RYN Ramon in Osceola, Indiana. We had KC1 WFM Alfonso, Monroe, Connecticut. We had KF8 DRC Detroit Rock City Man Jack in Rochester, Michigan. We had KN4 TTB Steve in Largo, Florida. Goodness. KC3 TBV Roger, Manchester, Maryland. We had N1 YKT Johnny, Hopkinsville, Kentucky. KB5 ZY Jeff, Montgomery, Texas. KR4 CCG Jim, Longwood, Florida. We had KB5 SAB Jason, St. Amant, Louisiana. N4KHZ John, Rochester, Michigan. WI8X Chris, Redford, Michigan. And KE2EHI Joe in Westville, New York. All in and out. We'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in this morning, saying hi. We got W2RPT in Eden, New York, using his other call sign. I'd like to thank all you guys for sticking your head in and saying good morning. We got about 5 more minutes left. Let's take some more check-ins. Company call sign. We'll do about 2 or 3 more, and then we'll wrap her up for the day. Company call sign twice and slowly.
W4 Yankee Whiskey Whiskey. W4YWW. In and out.
Whiskey 4, Echo Juliet Whiskey. W4 EJW. KMX, Kilo Delta 2, Juliet Michael X-ray, in and out.
All right, that's pretty good. I had a couple more in and outs. KD2JMX, Cary, West Babylon, New York. W4YWW, Bert, Orlando, Florida. They were both in and out. Thanks, guys, for checking in this morning. Have a great morning.
Whiskey 4, Echo Juliet Whiskey. Whiskey 4, Echo Juliet Whiskey.
All right. We got you, Edward. W4EJW. We got Tim and Hamburg, KD2IWN. There was somebody else. I just doubled over the top of you and blew you right out of the water, sir. If you can come back with your call sign twice and slowly, we'll get you.
Kilo Golf 5, Papa Delta Mike, in and out.
All right, we got Jason in and out. Thanks for saying hi to us this morning. Let's go to KD, or W4EJW, Edward, Seaside Park, New Jersey. W4EJW. Question of the day, how many reclining seats do you have in your living room? Good morning, Edward.
Good morning, all. This is W4EJW. I'm actually in Cape Coral, Florida, and I have a double recliner in the living room. Back to you.
Well, I'll tell you, having a double recliner in Florida sounds pretty good about right now. All right, let's go to KD2IWN. Tim, Hamburg, New York. Good morning, Tim.
Good morning, everybody on the Brew Crew. Better late than never. Just super busy after a week off. Yeah, we have one in our living room, and we have two in our family room. So we have one in our living room and two in our family room. That'll make three in our house. 73L, 82IWN.
All righty, thank you, Tim. Have a great day. Two more check-ins. Company call signs twice and slowly.
QWK, K2QWK, Mobile. Kilo 4, Delta India Yankee. Kilo 4, Delta India Yankee.
All righty, that's the two I'm looking for right there. First of all, K2 QWK, Philip, East Aurora, New York, traveling about. Philip, how many reclining seats do you have in your living room, sir?
We have exactly 0. 0 would be the number. We have none. Back to net.
All right, thank you, Philip. Safe travels out there. Wrapping up this version of the East Coast Reflector Morning Brew, we have KK4DIY, Gene in Homosassa, Florida.
Morning, and you're sounding good today, and everybody else is too. We have 0 recliners in the living room, 2 in one bedroom and 1 in another bedroom, but 0 in the living room. KK4 DIY.
All right, thank you, Gene. Have a great day. And with that, we wrap up another version of the Morning Brew. We'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in, and we invite you to check EastCoastReflector.com if you haven't already. A lot of good things in there, including the East Coast Reflector magazine. Miss Vicki works very, very hard on that, and there's a lot of good information. This is Al, KABAC, along Vicki, KABKY, Scott, W2B. Team, we'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in this morning. We now return the East Coast Reflector to normal amateur radio use. 73, everybody.
7IC.
B7IC K1EEX. Good morning, Thomas. How you reading the signal this morning?
Loud and clear, Buzz. Lima Charlie. I was expecting to hear the morning brew traffic when I did, but it was quiet. All is well here. It's currently 51 degrees. It's going to be 88 to 7. Blue sky. And Pat is coming home on Thursday. Back to you, Buzz.
Well, it's bright sunshine here, 44 degrees, going to be up in the 50s today. We've been having some rain, which is needed drastically, and it's helping to get the drought under control. But other than that, I'm getting over a cold. I haven't had one of those in a while, so... But anyway, the month went well. All my test results came back terrific, so happy about that. Anyway, all like I say, all is well here. Back to you.
It's really fantastic news. Good that your tests and status are good. That's wonderful. Everything here is good. My daughter Megan flew in from Texas last night, so she'll be here when Pat comes home, and well, I haven't seen her in a while, so it's fun to reunite with your daughter. And I had lunch with Kelly, my other daughter, on Friday, so we're getting lots of family time in here. Let's see, Pat's worried about coming home. She bought a few trinkets in India. She's worried that they're going to hit her with 100% tariff when she gets to customs. We'll see how that goes, Buzz. Back to you.
They're making life a little bit more expensive, that's for sure. Anyway, well, I'm glad to hear that everything's going well and the family is there, and I hope you have a great time. Anyway, anytime you want to change the date, you know, the time that we have our QSO, just send me an email. And but we'll stick to the schedule now. I don't have any appointments that are going to mess up our time here. Anyway, give my best to Pat. And we will catch you next week at the same time. And with that, I'll say I'll be clear on your final, AB7IC K1EEX.
On that topic, I was wondering if 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time works for you. Then I thought, no, it won't, because I think the morning brew starts at 8 o'clock. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I believe the morning brews goes from 7 to 9, so 9 o'clock is about the earliest we could do it during the week.
It was 9 o'clock, business as usual, and we'll see you next Tuesday morning, and hope everything is great by then. And thanks for being. Have a great day. I'll sign off and be clear and disconnect. This is Alpha Bravo 7 India Charlie in Tucson. Good morning, Buzz.
On the EEX, and we're clear.
Juliet Papa Delta, standing by for any call. Echo Zero, Juliet Papa Delta, standing by for any call.
KQ4ULP, Lake Worth, Florida, monitoring.
This is K4TAY, monitoring the East Coast Reflector network.
Good morning out there, stations. Hey, but good morning from N3LLY, Glenn up here in Maryland.
Whiskey Bravo number 2, go.